What are your thoughts on Doc Rivers taking over as Bucs head coach?
I mean, we'll see. We will see, man.
What will we see, Brandon? What will we see?
We will see the Bucs in the finals.
What?
Not everybody
What
left.
finals?
The NBA finals.
He don't know who his coach is.
He won a ring.
Oh my God! You don't know Glenn.
You don't know Glenn like I know Glenn.
Like I know Glenn. Glenn.
Oh,
Glenn Rivers.
y'all in trouble, goddammit. Seriously.
Gil, why are the Bucs in trouble with Glenn Rivers as their head coach? I'm calling him Doc. I got respect for him, man.
Do you know his resume? Like, what the fuck has he actually done?
He's won a ring with Boston. Made it to the finals, 2 times? With Boston?
With the team that was favored every year after they got Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen. And then that same championship year, they had to go 7 games in the first round to the 8th seed. That they did not win a game on the road. They won all the games at home. Second round, they did not win a game on the road. Went 7. First 2 rounds, they went straight 7 games with some trash-ass teams, and they didn't win in that team's arena. No. That Glenn, that was shit.
We need some defenders, though.
Yeah, I can tell you this.
We need some more pieces.
Now-
we need some defenders.
I don't give a fuck what they say about the resume. This is all you need to know. Besides Red Auerbach, and we can even challenge his talent pool. You know, Doc probably has the most Hall of Fame players he's coached. He's coached the most Hall of Fame players in NBA history. I'll put like 68%. I don't see anyone like just thinking that someone has a better list than him. He has about 20 to 21 Hall of Famers under his belt. And if Ben Simmons makes it, he will be added. If Maxey ever makes it, he will be added. Like, he's done coached that much talent and only has 1 championship on a given.
So you said Milwaukee bit themselves in the foot right here?
From his resume, he doesn't adjust well. He doesn't adjust well. Like, if you beat him with, like, let's just say going left, he won't adjust to that. So you're gonna beat his ass the same way every single time because he won't adjust. I knew something was wrong with him when this happened. It was Clippers versus Houston. They were up 3-1, and the coach said, we're gonna hack DeAndre Jordan, right? And they asked Doc, and Doc said, well, if they're gonna hack DeAndre Jordan, we're gonna hack Howard. And I'm like, you're gonna lose doing that because you don't have a one-on-one player. You don't have James Harden. Chris Paul don't really get to the free throw line like that, and if he does, you're in trouble. JJ Redick don't get to the free throw line. Blake Griffin, right? He has to get to the free throw line off of just bounce passes and try to go up there and dunk. You don't have anybody that's going to generate fouls once you get into the penalty. So that'd be dumb for you. That'd be great for them because now you can't touch James Harden when James Harden wants to get busy.
Right.
So if you try to, he copied it every single time. They get the fouling, he gets the fouling. They get the fouling, he gets the fouling. Soon as they're in the penalty, hey, Dwight, sit down. James Harden, 1-on-1. Game 7, James Harden shot 18 free throws.
So, are you saying that you're not feeling the Doc Rivers or the Bucs move?
No, I mean, I don't mind that he got a job. I can just tell you, as a Buck fans, y'all ain't gonna win shit.
As long as he's there?
I mean, didn't he have, it was like, didn't we just see him in, how many times
Really?
Like, look at the great team. Like, this man's had great teams. That Boston team, it was a great team. You won the first year, and then you suffered every single. That LA Clipper team, you had a lot of talent over there. You didn't do nothing. Philly, you had a great team in Philly.
So Lexi, this is your arena. What are your thoughts on Doc Rivers being named as the Bucks head coach?
It's just a little confusing. I mean, we talked about it yesterday, just the whole firing of the previous coach and immediately bringing in Doc. Like, usually that takes a little bit of time to find the replacement.
Okay.
So just trying to see, I don't know if it'll be released or not, what was going on behind the scenes for all of this to transpire. Like, and then reports come out that Doc was helping out the Bucks and the coach. That is also a little odd, but
So,
Wait, hold on. Say that again.
they said he was like helping out the team and the coach, like mentoring or
informal consulting.
consulting.
So y'all gonna hire the motherfucker that was consulting me on the plays that I was using? I'm doing exactly what this motherfucker was telling me to do, and you find me and hire him.
You weren't telling him what to do.
Yeah.
Doc wasn't correcting him. Like, yeah, you run that.
Yeah, run that, do that, do that.
Do that shit. Yeah, go ahead.
Or
That's
coach
gonna work.
wasn't
That's gonna work
listening.
right there. Run that play
Or
right there.
maybe he
Keep
was
running it that way.
ignoring Doc.
The do-low twist.
So, do you feel like Doc Rivers may or may not have done some dirty macking?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to put that on the man's character.
Okay.
I'm saying that ain't on me to put on his character. I don't. Could it have been? Yeah. Could it have not been? Yeah. But
A little odd though that I'm informally consulting this squad. Shortly thereafter, y'all fired the head coach, and now I'm
yeah, no, it's just
the full-time consultant, if you will.
yeah, no. Like Doc as a person, got nothing against him, but I'm kind of on what Gil is saying in that regard, right? Man had a hell of a lot of talent, dog. Hell of a lot of talent, year in, year out. And because in the playoffs, it comes, we all know, man, it comes down to making adjustments, rotations, do's, don'ts, time. It's just something. When the game is on the line, it ain't there. And when the series on the line, it ain't there. And of course, we go out and play, but situational things and certain things need to be done, and certain guys don't need to play, and some guys do need to play, and we've all sat there and watched it in real time and wondered, like, I wonder. Like, so.
So question.
But he got a chance to prove us wrong, though.
Right.
Go ahead.
So with them, I guess since a lot of people don't agree with Doc Rivers, since they're kind of making like a panic coach's decision, do you think they should keep Chris Middleton?
If I could get something for Chris Middleton right now, I would try to move him. That could help.
Because it seems like since people don't like Doc, it's like they're panicking.
Yeah, definitely
Right.
panic mode, but if I'm there, I'm reaching out to Chicago. Like, I like that. Like, that'd be a good move for Zach LaVine, straight up. But yeah, that's basketball. I'm just thinking basketball terms, what they third score right now, what you probably need to compete
Yeah.
with everything else that you have on the roster. Like, they got some solid NBA players, don't get me wrong, but I think they, like Chris Middleton, he's just right now where he's been in and out of the lineup.
We got
Chris
some bugs in the arena.
Chris would have to be like that third option that Clay was when
Absolutely.
KD was there.
Absolutely.
Somebody left the door open.
Yeah, no.
I wish. Hey, anybody in our Arizona group chat, if you, or no, not it wouldn't be on the Arizona group chat. If, that'd be Tommy Shepard or it'd be Tommy Shep.
How many group chats you got, Gil?
A bunch.
Okay.
It'd be Tommy Shep
A bunch.
and Calvin Booth, Denver Nuggets. When they were up 3-1, and I wrote a whole game plan, long ass thing, and I said slow the game down. I said to beat the Clippers, slow the game down. I said they're great when the game is going on because they got like 4 guys who's averaging 20. So all of them eat. If you slow the game down, keep it in between like 100 to 110, under 110, it favors Denver. It favors Jokic because that means it's more of a half-court game, and he can dominate in the half court. If you put less meat, which means possessions, onto the field, those guys start looking at each other. They start fighting over who's going to get the shots. And I said, however you win, don't change your game plan because Doc is horrible at adjusting. And I wrote, he's horrible at adjustments. However you beat him in game 5, you're going to beat him in game 6 and 7. He won't change at all. I hope one of them can send it to me so I can show you. This is to the 2020.
How do you text, email? You got to
Text.
Google Docs. It saves everything.
You think people are gonna like judge him taking over as a coach during playoffs? Like, does the regular season even matter at this point, or is it how he
Playoffs.
handles his team in playoffs?
I think playoffs.
Yeah,
What if
well, they got
fall,
to spend.
like, for example, say if they fall from 2.
Well, they got to spend the rest of the regular season learning his system
Right.
to get ready for the playoffs. That's what they finna do right now. Like, they got to spend the rest of this shit getting ready for the playoffs. They got enough talent if they don't change anything right now. Dame and Giannis can do what they got to do to get them over the top. That's if Chris Middleton, if they don't make any moves, if Chris Middleton stay healthy and he's continuing to work on it throughout the season, then I think he's definitely reliable as source. Don't get me wrong, I like Chris Middleton, but if we can get Zach LaVine, I would do that. But
Yeah.
I just think they're gonna have to use the rest of the regular season, like getting that down pat.
What system? Because
I don't know, whatever it
what
is
I'm saying
he's
is
run.
if Dame didn't like Adrian Griffin's playbook, you think he don't like Doc's? Doc never
it's-
had a scoring guard.
Just pick and roll shit.
Pick and roll with him and Giannis.
I'm telling you, the shit with James, like all that shit, like that from Philly.
James
shit, but-
struggled under him. He ain't like that shit.
When he led the league in assists.
Yeah, but he
y'all said y'all kept throwing that fucking stat at me.
Yeah, but he don't like. But what I'm saying, and you see, but you know what I'm saying. James Harden didn't like that shit because you're not letting me do what I want to do.
Yeah.
Same thing. Ben Simmons didn't like that shit. You're not letting me do what I want to do. Rondo is assist guy. Chris Paul is assist guy. Dame is a scorer.
Well,
so if he didn't like Adrian Griffin,
I'm with you. I'm just saying that, but he's new and they've been winning. They in second best record in the NBA.
That's what I'm saying. So
and they made a fucking change.
God,
So-
yeah. I mean, they gotta win it,
That's-
man.
that's
They
what-
gotta win it to me. You number 2.
But it's a lose-lose. It's like, Doc, what do you like? This is not a job that I would have personally took because it gets me fired.
Yeah, but if you was already
Well,
fired.
guess what?
I mean, but yeah.
No, what
already
I'm
chilling.
no,
I've been fired before.
no, that's what I'm saying. It gets me fired quicker because this team is supposed to win the championship. Now, if they do win the championship, he won't get credit for it because this was a championship team. We made this trade for a championship. So you're doing exactly what he was on schedule to do. So you don't get credit for this. Your credit comes next year. Right? So you win a championship this year, yeah, everyone's gonna cheer, but what are you gonna do next year? Because that's when your time ticks, right? And then if you don't win it this year, they're gonna like, yo, we bring you in here to. So most likely, 3-year job.
So there were reports that
It's a 3-year. No different than Phil. It's a 3-year job.
So there were reports that during the hiring process, Nick Nurse kind of emerged as one of the top candidates. Giannis wasn't feeling Nurse, decided to go with Griffin. But to your point, you're trying to win a championship, have a championship level coach. Do you entrust a rookie head coach to do that with no coaching experience in the postseason? I'm just saying from the jump, did
What
this
I'm
seem
saying
a
is
little?
you're not feeling Nick Nurse. I mean, do you know his plays? Do you know, like what I'm saying, you're making decisions on stuff that is more emotional than anything. I want Griffin because I want my friend versus a coach that's trying to win. So
Yeah, like why would you get a rookie coach if you're trying to win a championship, too?
It just seems a little unclear what Giannis wants at this point.
But you,
Outside
yeah,
of a
it's
championship, but everyone wants a championship, so.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like why would you go get a rookie coach, though, if you want to win a championship?
this is first year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he just
Didn't
got
they
yeah.
hire him before
he
they
just
got Dame?
He just got hired and
yes, his first year. That's what I'm.
yeah, he just
But
got
before Dame, right?
Yeah, he was hired before
Yeah.
Dame.
Yeah, so they like kind of flipped the expectations on him, and I think that's unfair.
But the expectation.
I mean,
is
you
just-
always want to win, right? The expectation to always win a championship, but they weren't expecting to be able to make that trade happen with Dame. So Dame gets here, the expectations shift a little bit for a rookie coach, and now he's fired.
But that Bucks team, #1 in the East last year, as constructed, Giannis gets hurt in the first round, they lose to the Heat. I think, Brandon, you're more clear on this, but there was an expectation coming into the season, regardless of whatever that roster, that it was still championship level
year,
roster.
for sure.
Yeah.
Now Dame pops up like, oh, now we are
Now we are definitely
for certain that we're going
They were
to
33 and what?
But then you got
30 and 13 right now, I believe.
You got to take, but okay, they second in the East, and they got the second best record in the tied for the second best record in the NBA, right? Boston definitely got better.
Yes. Definitely got better.
Yes.
We all can. They fucking got better. It just. I really want to know what. Like, it just can't be that Dame. We unhappy with the system, or I'm not getting the ball enough, or I'm not getting the ball where I need it. It got to be. It's just that I'm not rolling with that shit.
I think it's ego.
I'm not rolling with that.
That too. But I never
Whose
understood.
ego?
The players.
Shit.
both.
The players are both kind of. It's different. Like when you used to every night getting the ball, and now you gotta.
Man, sometimes you got to prove a motherfucking point. As a coach, motherfuckers over here crying about they should be playing. Oh, really? Hold on, time out. You, sit. You, go in there. Go. Run the offense the way you like it. Watch this shit, y'all. Watch a motherfucker fail.
And then
Now sit your ass over here like I told your ass.
they gonna fire the coach.
But you can
They gonna fire the coach. The coach ain't really got.
you can fire it anyway. You 30 and 13, right? You want all the shots, then call your play every single time. Let's see how this work out. Let's see how it work out. Like sometimes as coaches, you gotta, like, we don't know your vision. We can only see ours. So someone has to prove their point. And if you're not willing to, then the players is.
Right.
If I think this motherfucker ain't gonna get the ball and I don't want to pass it down there, then me and you gonna bump anyway. So I'm like, all right, watch this. Look at that, fumble hands. Look. There you go, right? That's gonna end up happening, right? So, as a coach, sometimes, when you feel like you lose in the locker room, you gotta say, all right, we're gonna do it your way. Let's see how this works.
Okay, you talked about Celtics getting better, obviously adding Porzingis, but the Bucks helped that. Obviously, sending Drew, the part I did with the Blazers, Joe Cronin, mastermind.
Yeah,
Know the Blazers was gonna be asked, so here, we'll go ahead and send Drew back to the East to Boston. Now what y'all gonna do?
Yeah, hey, it's part of doing business, man. Well,
The game is the game, as they say.
decisions you make, sometimes they come back to bite you in your ass, man.
Immediately.
Like, karma is right away. Sometimes karma is immediately, like it's instantly. And in this case,
So we talked about the Bucks' defensive issues, but Gil, as you pointed out, scoring more points per game, I think their net rating
It's plus, yeah.
it has increased, but is that more of a concern now? And what moves should they look to make to strengthen the defensive side of the ball, if they're gonna make one?
It don't make sense. From last year to this year, they're +2. So they're 2 points better all around, defense and offense. They're 2 points better than they were last year. So 116, they're giving up 113. They're giving up 119, but they're scoring 125. Right? You're better.
Okay.
Right? That's how you're supposed to look at it. You don't supposed to look at, oh, you're giving up 119? Yeah, motherfuckers, but I'm scoring a lot more.
Regular season though, when playoffs hit now, do you have that same expectation?
Well, we can only go by when we see
I'm
the
just,
playoffs.
but
Right now, they're a better team overall than they were last year. That's what the numbers say.
And is Giannis pushing for Griffin, then getting him fired, a setback for the player empowerment crowd? Everybody want to
get in there?
So is Giannis pushing for Griffin, then getting him fired halfway through the season, a setback for the player empowerment crowd? Everybody wants to be the GM nowadays.
Be careful.
It's not for everybody.
Be careful.
Not everybody is good at
Be
that.
careful doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The Bucks gotta win it like in these next 2 years. If they don't,
They ain't.
it's a failure to me. And then you could look to start moving pieces again at this point. So, I mean, to me, I think they got to win it this year or next year.
And we got some breaking news. Austin Rivers just signed with the Bucks. No, it's fucking trash. Jay Vision in the chat, shout out, legendary comment.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, shit.
Best of read.
Like, that ain't horrible.
I was gonna be,
mean,
damn, man.
It ain't about the players, it's about that coaching staff.
So